Hi everybody, Stefan here from EDC Austria, and just like last year I'm making a list of my 5 favorite knives of the previous year. First, I'll just have an honorable mention, which is the Kershaw Induction. Many people didn't like this knife a lot. They said it was flawed mainly because the blade stop is purely held by aluminum, so if you play with your knife constantly, you'll kind of make it loose over time. And I heard from other people that the 2 springs that are lined here in order for the hog lock to work sprang out of their holdings, and it's very hard to take this knife apart because Kershaw obviously doesn't want you to, but I myself didn't have any problems with this one. I liked it, I still like it a great deal and wear it often, so this is my honorable mention for this year. But now let's start with number 5. Number 5 is a Genzo. It's the 758 automatic, and I love this knife. I have 2 Kershaw launch knives, but they both are defective in that the spring is so strong that it kicks it back a bit before the button lock has a chance to grip it. And that's a common problem with the launch series. But with this $22 knife, they managed to make a perfect knife that's completely sturdy, has no blade play whatsoever, is 440C steel, has an aluminum handle. It even has a safety lock here. So this one I really liked a lot. I got it when I was in hospital in February of 2017, so this is some nice memory. I'll link all the direct reviews of the knives when I show them, so you can check them out if you're interested in this. This one I reviewed in the garden of the hospital. Some of the people were looking a bit odd at me playing with a knife there. Number 4 is the Reich P135-SF. That's a knife for €50 or $50 that runs on bearings, has a steel handle, blade steel is 14C 28N, and it feels really like a premium knife. It has this nice harpoon kind of swedge up here, and it's razor sharp out of the box, and you also get a nice experience out of the box because it is a nice box and all that. You even have the lock here which you can engage when it's open, and then you can't close it by mistake. I am now convinced that Reich knives are made in the factory of real steel because of their other lock, which many Reich knives have, and that's the exact same lock that real steel has on their knives too. So yeah, but that's about all I can say about this knife. The bearings, it runs butter smooth. It can easily fall shut. So it's really a perfect knife for €50. Number 3, I like that early on is the Kershaw dividend. I liked that before I even got it, but for a long time it wasn't available over here in Europe, and then I finally got over myself and ordered it from a retailer on eBay, a trusted one, and it worked out very well for me. I like the blade shape, and I also like the 3-inch size, because if you are in a place with a lot of sheeple, a 3-inch knife won't cause as much of a stir than a bigger knife might do, although the speed safe opening still has some people a bit worried. I personally like it. Some people don't like it, but I yet have to see one fail on a Kershaw. I don't know how they managed to do it, but they are very nicely made. This one is also made in the United States. It's made with 420H blade steel, which is basically the only weakness of this knife. There was a run with M390, which of course was out of stock everywhere soon, but I hope there will be more of those, because this one is around $40 to $50 and the M391 was only $80, so that's quite a great price for that steel. But otherwise it really lies good in the hand. It has a nice edge, a workable edge. It's good for EDC tasks, and with its slim thickness, it's a slicing tornado, if you can say it like that. So I really like that for my daily EDC tasks. Okay, now we are at number 2. And this year was also the first year, if you can believe it, that I got my hands on a Spyderco knife. Until this year I had never bought a Spyderco. Mainly, I don't know, I didn't like the form, I wasn't sure. But then again, when I was in the hospital in February, I was in the hospital 4 times this year, so I need to be precise when I was there. But when I was lying there, I was thinking about what knife to get next, and so I saw that they had this one on Amazon, so I just ordered it. It's with CPM S.S.E steel, and it's a very short blade, but again, for EDC tasks, it's more than enough. And I don't plan to use my knives as a self-defense measure. And for regular EDC tasks, this is a very, very nice knife. It has a nice lanyard hole. The only thing is they wasted a lot of space here with the handle, because if you look at it, the ratio of handle to blade is very, very different. It's almost 1.5 times as long. Okay, and finally we have my favorite this year, and it's also the most expensive one I bought this year. It's the Custom Knife Factory s.s.e, which was designed by Anton Malishev. And this is a very sturdy knife with M390 steel, the typical Custom Knife Factory pivot screw. Very nice. You can even set the pocket clip on the other side. The only thing is you have to put your fingers on the clip, otherwise it won't open. But I've seen much worse this year with a Leon Ma design. That one, it was just not openable for me. I saw people who could open it, but even they complained that it's very hard to be opened, and I think knife designers should take that into consideration, that people don't wanna like get their hands in a weird position just to open their knife. Here with a little tactic you can easily open it, but with that other knife it was a huge problem. But this one I really like. I got it when it was $50 off. It was during the spinner times, and I spent a lot of time on from Russia with knives, so I grabbed that knife too. Well, those were my top 5, actually top 6 knives of 2017. I hope you enjoyed my little presentation. Like I said, I put in the reviews of all the individual knives so you can watch them if you're interested in one or the other. And this year I might buy more expensive knives again, but last year there wasn't just that much that interested me. I don't know, except for this custom knife factory, I bought a few expensive spinners, but not really any expensive knives. Just was a bit burned out, but this year I already saw a few I'm interested in. Okay, thanks for watching. If you wanna be informed about new videos, please subscribe so the new videos will show up in your subscription feed. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. Have a great day. Bye bye.